What happens when Calgary's inventory more than doubles, buyers disappear, and prices hold steady? We've got the biggest real estate change in 5 years, and nobody's going to talk about it the way we are today. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or waiting for that market shift or crash to happen that hasn't, subscribe. Leave a comment below what you think is going to happen in the market. I read every one. Let's chat more. Today, we're going to break down what actually happened in April 2025 and why the market's starting to look a bit like your friend who just got out of a relationship. A little unpredictable, cautiously optimistic, and back on the market. Of course, I'm Jay Schultz, your Calgary realtor. Let's get into it. Today, we're going to work on the infographic that Kreb puts out, that every realtor just posts to their story or their Instagram reel, but they don't explain it. Today, we're going to explain it, and we're going to start with the benchmark price. Today, we're at $591,000, which is down just over 1% year over year. This is, of course, a big number, but the benchmark is, as we talked about in another video, an average to kind of baseline things out for a better trend line. Before you start panicking on realtor.ca, looking for a fire sale or some kind of deal that doesn't exist, know this: detached, semi-detached townhouses are still up year over year. The dip has really come from lower price condos. Everyone listed their condo. The condo market really changed last June, and supply has gone nowhere but up, and demand has decreased on those as well. It hasn't disappeared, it's just playing musical chairs.
But you just barely can see them. There.
Translation, prices didn't crash. They just took a breather. Kreb was still projecting a 3% increase for real estate this year. Sales are the one that's going to make the splashy headlines. Sales fell 22% from last April, clocking in at just over 2,200 transactions. But let's be real, April 2024 was unhinged. There was a ton of sales. Things were flying off the shelf. Compared to Calgary's 10-year average, we're still on track. Politic alert, some buyers hit pause due to the federal election, interest rate limbo, and strong whispers of US tariffs affecting the market. This kind of economic noise is a huge deal. It will certainly make people think. It's certainly going to make people think, I'm going to wait it out a month, especially at those higher price points.
Cool. No down.
So it's not a buyer strike. There's still buyers out there. It's a market with buyers. They're just on a coffee break. All right, new listings. Let's talk supply for a minute. Last year, limited supply, lots of sales. This year, less sales, certainly more inventory. Over 4,000 listings hit the market in April, which is about 15% over last year. This is great for buyers. This is what buyers needed. This is what buyers wanted. It's no longer take it or lose it in 5 minutes when you're making an offer. You actually get to think, you actually get to negotiate. You have some options this year. For sellers, the competition has arrived. More people are listing. And for the buyers, it's great. You're not stuck picking between two overpriced options or a dollhouse in a community that you don't want to be in. Inventory. Talking about the listings that are sticking around. Boom. Inventory is at twice the level it was last April. 5,867 active listings in April. That's the highest we've seen in years. That's a lot of supply. It's a combination, but certainly don't think that sellers are panicking. That's why everyone is coming to the market. It's a combo of people probably wanting to get an early start to the spring market, as the weather's been quite nice around here, and housing starts from the last 2 years are finally becoming done. Those are adding to the inventory, especially in the apartment and row house segments. In 2024, it was musical chairs. In April 2025, we finally added some more chairs. Months of supply. We're officially approaching balanced market territory. 2.62 months of supply. Of course, months of supply is how long it would take to sell everything on the market if nothing new was added. Under 2, seller's market. Around 3 to 4, balanced market. Over 5, it's a buyer's market. So 2.6, it's in between. Certainly as we approach May here and into a spring market in Calgary, we do expect a lot more inventory to start to come on. I certainly think it'll be 3 the next time we do this video next month. The days of list high and wait for a bidding war are over. If you're selling, it's strategy season. You have to be right with your pricing. You have to rely on the data, not just crossing your fingers and praying that you get multiple offers.
I'm doing it. You're doing it! I'm doing it!
Offers. We've taken the training wheels off the chaos. Now it's just regular biking season. Days on market, or DOM as we say for short. The average home in Calgary took 29 days to sell in April 2025. That's up 41% from last year. Historically, that's decent. To be under 30 days to sell your home, the greatest asset you will ever own, that's not too bad. But it means your pricing, your photos, your marketing, your strategy has to be on point. Otherwise, you're going to linger on the market and take a large reduction in price. It's not really listed on Thursday, sell it on Saturday anymore. Some segments, sure. Nice house, park, south backyard, that's different. We're talking average home. It's date around a little bit before you get an offer. Property type breakdown. Attached homes, row houses, condos, detached homes. Here's the breakdown. Detached homes, 783,000 benchmark. Still strong under 800,000, but listings over $1 million are starting to sit. Semi-detached, the half duplex. These are at just over 700,000 now. Demand is strong in the southeast and the west. This is the move up sweet spot. Row homes, 463,000. Downward pressure on these as more supply is coming to the market. Apartments, 340,000. High inventory, especially in the Northeast where it's ballooned. It's over 7 months of supply over there. Too long did not read. If you're selling a condo, sharpen your pencil and good luck. If you're buying a detached under 750,000, you're not the only one. Calgary's market is rebalancing, not falling apart. The federal election did cause some pause for the housing market. Whoever you voted for, liberal or conservative, I hope it was good for your family. I hope it was good for your province, your city, or even your job sector. But this election caused insecurity of people in the housing market, and they've waited. Moving forward, these next few months, we'll see a national housing policy, immigration policy, and how the tariffs will impact our market, especially Alberta's energy sector. It will be interesting to see how Alberta deals with the federal government, and hopefully everyone can be made happy, but I doubt it. Migration is still strong. Alberta is still affordable. Alberta is still popular. And to be honest, I've gotten 3 phone calls in the last week, conservatives in Ontario wanting to move here because of the Liberals winning the election. So we may see some people moving because of their political beliefs. And of course, compared to Toronto, compared to Vancouver, Alberta is the Costco of real estate. We're cheaper here, much cheaper. And you can buy in bulk here too.
I think in one of the earlier shows I mentioned, we don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
That's it. That's the infographic. Final thoughts coming up. Here's the move. If you're buying, this is the most balanced Calgary's market has been since 2019. If you're selling, prepped well, price right, you're still going to do fine. If you want a strategy that fits with the market this year, not last year, book a call with me. Don't forget to subscribe or you'll miss next month's market update, where we certainly expect to see some changes to the numbers. But want to see what 1.3 million gets you in the city? Check out this video, Capitol Hill, the 1.3 market. Pretty nice. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think happens next in our market. Let me know who you voted for. Let's get spicy in the comments. I don't know. I'm not sure if prices jump this summer or if we're in for a softer landing. Anyway, let's chat and we'll catch you guys on the next one.